in as bowl eligible. That'll be noon that day. 3:30 p.m. The first ever Quick Lane Bowl that brought to you by Quick Lane, which is an oil change expert. North Carolina will take on Rutgers. It's Rutgers' first bowl appearance as a member of the Big Ten. Central Florida's got North Carolina State in the Bitcoin St. Petersburg Bowl. That's at 7 p.m. on Friday, December 26th. One more break, and then we'll come back. We'll take a look at some of the other bowls heading into New Year's Day. And our topic du jour, the NBA MASH unit. Man, oh man, has it been ever this big this early. Don't move a muscle, ladies and gentlemen. Lots more to come. This is the Afternoon Locker Room only on the Arena Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Looking for a reason to visit U.S. Tire and Auto in Gary, Indiana? Our customers gave us 5 of them. The high standards of quality service and parts, lifetime warranties, a strong business built on honesty and integrity. They've been servicing the Gary community since 1991 and the largest auto and light truck tire dealer in the city of Gary, Indiana. We have a variety of products and services that are instrumental to the health of your car, including our tire fitment guide to help you find the correct size tires for your automobile. Our friendly service staff will quickly outfit your vehicle with a high-quality tire that is right for you. Check out our tire and wheel catalog to give your vehicle the perfect fit. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 219-884-4600 or visit us online at www.ustire-auto.com.
Back here on the Afternoon Locker Room as we continue on our program. The Afternoon Locker Room, of course, brought to you as always by our great folks at Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. Gigahertz, the official computer solutions provider for the Arena Sports Network. This portion brought to you by U.S. Tire and Auto of Gary, Indiana. 573-200-6505. That's how you get to yours truly to get all of what you need to know. Also, don't forget to hit us up on the Tweeties at ASN Plus or at Arena Sports Net. Hashtag Afternoon Locker Room. And, of course, you know the flagship Facebook page, which is the Afternoon Locker Room, as we continue doing what we do best. Let's get back into the rest of the bowl schedule. Don't forget our topic du jour today is the NBA MASH unit, and it has been growing leaps and bounds with some folk we never thought was going to be on there. Hey, that's just is. Saturday, December 27th, we continue our bowl look. Noon on Saturday, the 27th, you've got the Military Bowl presented by Northrop Grumman. Virginia Tech will take on Cincinnati. Our next ranked team member comes up that same day, 1 p.m., the Sun Bowl, the Hyundai Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. 15th rated Arizona State will take on Duke. 2:30 p.m. The kids from Duck Dynasty get their face in the place. Duck Commander Independence Bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana. South Carolina will host Miami of Florida. The U is back. New Era Pinstripe Bowl up in New York City at Yankee Stadium, 3:30 p.m. on Saturday the 27th. Boston College, Penn State, boy, they have been jaw-jacking back and forth ever since this matchup was made on Selection Sunday. And this might be one of the best ones yet, just because it's a nice regional rivalry in itself. And probably one of the earliest games that USC has ever played on the bowl schedule. The 24th rated Trojans will take on Nebraska in the National University Holiday Bowl in San Diego. That's at 7 p.m. that night on the 27th. Let's go to the 29th. AutoZone Liberty Bowl in Memphis. It's West Virginia and Texas A&M. Boy, did the Aggies fall off big time this year after a season-opening statement win at South Carolina. Next ranked team to get into the mix, number 17, Clemson. They'll take on Oklahoma at the Russell Athletic Bowl. That's 4:30 p.m. that day. 8 p.m., it is the Advocare V100 Texas Bowl. Texas! Charlie Strong makes it in with the burnt orange. They'll take on Arkansas in an old-school Southwest Conference reunion. Ooh! Them folk down there gonna have some fun. I mean, they gonna. If that place is not sold out just because of the fact it's an old Southwest Conference rivalry, something's wrong with the folk promoting this game. Arkansas and Texas? Do you know how long they've been waiting to get back at each other? Dude, let's go. Tuesday, December 30th. This is where the ranked fun really starts heating up. Number 23, LSU will take on Notre Dame up in Nashville for the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl. That's at 2 p.m. The first ranked showdown of the bowl season will come at 5:30 that night. 13th rated Georgia, number 21 Louisville. It is the Belk Bowl. Stanford and Maryland in the Foster Farms Bowl at 9 p.m. later that night. We get ready to ring in the new year with the first of the classic bowl matchups. Number 9 Ole Miss, number 6 TCU, who missed out on the CFP semifinals. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl from Atlanta. Not a bad way to kick off this set. 11:30 p.m. that day. Then the Vizio Fiesta Bowl from Phoenix. Number 20 Boise State, the highest-rated group of 5 team in the mix. They'll take on number 10 Arizona, who participated in this year's Pac-12 championship. They had scored a win over number 2 Oregon during the regular season, but just got plastered over there in Santa Clara for the conference title game. We round things out with the Orange Bowl, a rare New Year's Eve appearance for the Orange Bowl, now sponsored by Capital One. That'll be at 7 p.m. in Miami. Number 12 Georgia Tech taking on number 7 Mississippi State, who, if not for a loss to Alabama, they themselves could have been in the round of 4. New Year's Day, that's January 1st. Oh, are they going to have some fun that day? 5 big-time bowls. We'll get started with the Outback Bowl. Number 19 Auburn, number 18 Wisconsin. That's at 11 a.m. A half hour later, it's the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic from Dallas. Number 8 Michigan State taking on number 5 Baylor. Another team just missing out on the CFP Final Four. And they had a strong case for it, too, considering that they did beat TCU during the regular season. And that was the bone of contention for a lot of people observing the top 25 over the week and wondering why didn't Baylor get that number 4 spot instead of Ohio State. And, well, it looks like the conference championship game seems to be the biggest weighter of a lot of stuff in the CFP semifinals, because all 4 teams that are in the CFP are conference champions. Fair enough. You know, you've got representation from 4 of the 5 conferences. You know, somebody was going to get left out. That's just the way it was going to be. So that one's going to pop off at about 11:30. High noon, the Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl from Orlando. Number 16 Mizzou, who made it to another SEC conference championship game. They've got number 25 Minnesota to deal with. Then comes the fun, folks. Yep. Crack your knuckles. You're going to love this. 4 p.m. Central Time in Pasadena. First of the 2 CFP semifinals, the Rose Bowl game presented by Northwestern Mutual. Number 2, Oregon, the Pac-12 champ. Number 3, Florida State, the reigning national champ. It is a showdown of the 2 most recent Heisman Trophy winners. Jameis Winston, the sophomore for Florida State. Recently minted Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota, the junior for Oregon. Then the nightcap from New Orleans at 7:30 p.m., the All-State Sugar Bowl. Number 1, Alabama. Number 4, Ohio State, who came on strong at the end despite losing 2 quarterbacks. They blast Wisconsin in the conference championship of the Big Ten, and they're in the Final Four. How about that? Friday, January 2nd, things kind of calmed down a little bit. Armed Forces Bowl. Houston and Pittsburgh at 11 a.m. 2:20 p.m., it's Iowa and Tennessee in the Tax Slayer Bowl. Number 11, Kansas State will take on number 14, USA in the Valero Alamo Bowl in San Antonio. That's at 5:45 p.m. The late one at 9:15 p.m., the Ticket City Cactus Bowl. Oklahoma State will take on Washington. So a little bit of consolation for Bob Gundy and the boys from Stillwater. Saturday, January 3rd, you've got the Birmingham Bowl. East Carolina will take on Florida. That's a noon kickoff. Sunday, January 4th, the only Sunday this year that they will have any type of bowl action. It's the GoDaddy Bowl. Arkansas State will take on Toledo. Arkansas State, the Sun Belt champion, in the mix. And then Monday, January 12th, the first ever CFP National Championship. The semifinal winners from New Year's Day battle in Dallas. Of course, the national championship presented by AT&T. Jerry's World getting an opportunity to see the 2 best college football teams who earned the right on the field to get to the national championship. This should be fun. It's going to be a great bowl season. And as we continue here on the Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz, it's time for our topic du jour, presented by Strack and Van Til. And, boy, this year has been a mash unit for the ages in the NBA. One of the biggest pieces of the puzzle that people were looking at coming into the season was the health of Derrick Rose. Well, Derrick Rose had a little bit of a tweak after finally making it onto the floor. He had a little bit of an ankle tweak, but he's been able to play in most of the first quarter of the season. Currently day-to-day with an illness, and that's nothing major. But it was some of the other names that really littered this mash unit big time. Among them, both Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant of Oklahoma City. Durant had to shut it down with a foot injury after trying out for Team USA, and I guess he saw his friend Paul George with that leg injury. He's like, nah, not happening. Then when the season started, Russell Westbrook hurt his hand on a drive, so he was out for a hot sec. Carmelo Anthony then became the latest one to having to shut it down. He's got tendonitis in his knee. Mike McGarry from Oklahoma City has had to shut it down with a leg injury. Matter of fact, he did just gotten in on Sunday with his first game of the season before having to shut it down again. DeMarcus Cousins had a bit of a viral infection and had to shut it down for a hot sec. It's just been some really weird things going on. The top round draft pick of the LA Lakers was in for a hot sec, had a drive and broke his leg. He's done for the season. I believe that was a young man from Kansas. It was not Wiggins. It was another guy. And I just have to shake my head at everybody like, whoa. Is it in the water? Is it the shoes? Man, folk got to slow down, man. I mean, I know you want to state your case, but gosh. The Lopez brothers, Portland and Brooklyn, both down with injuries. Kevin Garnett has had to sit a spell as his age advances. Dwayne Wade has had some injury issues. Chris Bosh out with a leg injury. Dwight Howard has had to do some time on the bench with a knee injury. I mean, it is crazy, man. I hope folk are not eating wrong or something like that. But I mean, this rash of injuries this